in that band. No, this is Fieldy from Korn. What's happening?
The new album dropped yesterday. You guys have had a lot of stuff going on, the BP boycott, the Encounter thing. Tell me a little bit about where you guys are at right now mentally with all the stuff you got going on.
I mean, it's been cool. It's been a little busy, you know. New release of the new Korn CD, Korn 3, just came out yesterday.
Yep.
So there's always like a lot of like busyness going on. But really, man, it's really not that busy. Like I just been sitting around jamming out all day on the bus. I have another band called Stillwell that I play guitar in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I got my own picks now finally, because I you know I never had picks before because I don't play with a pick. I'm a bass player, but I don't play with a pick.
What's Stillwell all about? Tell a little bit about that.
Here's a bigger one for you. I play guitar in the band. I got Wub from POD playing drums.
Right.
My vocalist, his name is Q. And we're looking for a deal actually right now. We're already done with it. So just, you know, looking for a deal.
What would you say the sound vibe is like relative to what you do with Korn?
You know, we're calling it street metal because it's kind of what it reminds us of. So.
Where do you find time with all the stuff that's going on with Korn?
Like I said, man, it's busy, but it's not that busy.
Right.
You know, it's like I've already been for probably the last 2 hours sitting here jamming out Stillwell songs, just to be like, we just want to be ready when it's time to get it. You know, something comes up.
Practice with your band and everything.
Yeah, it's fun.
The new album is Korn 3, your 9th album. Why did you guys decide to go back and call it Korn 3?
We started thinking about doing something old school, you know, the way we did it in '93, the way we did everything from 16-track board, you know, to recording on the tape, to stand in a little 8x10 room with all of us jamming the songs out and kind of at the moment, you know, recording things that sounded good as a vibe more than tightness. So doing all that, we're like, well, why don't we get a hold of Ross Robinson, which did the first 2 Korn albums? And so that's what we did, and we just took the whole approach of that vibe.
And it's sort of going back, you guys did no Pro Tools on this one, I believe?
No, we just did everything pretty much like, sometimes we'd be writing a riff on the spot and kind of just jamming out and go and record it right there before you learn it too well, you know, because it's like, if the vibe's there, it's not going to get any better than that. It's just going to get polished.
It's like, I guess you could say it's like sex with a woman for the first time. You know, it's always best the very first time. Yeah, you guys just really showed the video this weekend, I believe, was the debut. You guys did the Encounter thing, which is, talk about the crop circles and everything that you did there.
Yeah, we did this whole crop circle thing where there's these 4 guys that come in from London and they go out to these wheat fields and they smash down the wheat with like these boards and like rope, and we did this thing where they smashed corn into the wheat fields, and then you can like Google Earth and you can see it from space. That's like how big they made it. And did a whole concert out there in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere. It was like one, you know, our crew that works for us, they're like, some of those guys have been with us for like 10 years. They're like, that's the hardest thing we've ever done, because you're moving all this gear into a middle of an empty field. And we played this whole concert out there, and really, like, I guess when you're in the middle of nowhere, you connect with each other, and like we just connected and kind of jammed out freestyle of playing a set, not really even knowing, kind of just walking over and going, you know, what song's coming up next? And we would create this music in between songs and just like making it up on the spot. So it was really like talking through music.
Sort of a spontaneity,
yeah,
moment sort of thing.
There was such a vibe. There was a vibe going on. It was cool.
Also, I want to make sure I ask you before we get out of here. Oh, you guys did a song on the album, "Pop a Pill." you know, sort of about dealing with anxiety and stuff like that. For you guys, how do you guys deal with the stress of what you do, any anxieties and stuff you have outside of chemicals and whatnot?
I mean, I guess everybody goes through how they deal with it, you know? And it seems to me like pills are like a very popular, more people are dying from prescription medication because it's like okay from the doctor, you know? You get it and they're like, people are like, well, I take Oxycontin because my doctor said. And it's like, that doesn't mean it's not going to kill you. You got to, you know, just because the doctor says something's okay. But, you know, people are trying to find this and that. For myself, I went through all that. I actually even put a book out of going through all the same type of struggles. Hold on, let's see what that is. And I can't believe the guy that just set the interview up is doing that right now, knowing I'm doing this.
Sebastian, we'll get you later.
Like, what does he think I'm doing right now? So, you know, I don't know. Everybody has to find their way. And for me, I just asked Jesus Christ into my life, and he set me free from all that. And I just stay in the Word, in the Bible, you know, and that's my stress relief, you know. And it's been 4 years now, and it's been great.
Was there a sort of a moment for you in your life where you got back to that for yourself, that there was like this moment, sort of an epiphany? It's like, I'm going the wrong path here. I need to change my life.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. You always hear people say you hit rock bottom, you know. I put a story out in my book, you know, Fieldy got the life, and through starting out and watching this destruction of hitting rock bottom. And I mean, I hope people could get out of that quicker, you know, because you get older and it's like, wait a minute, I'm not even partying anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna die, you know. Like, it's funny when you're a kid, you know. I mean, obviously, you're not in your 20s anymore. I don't, you know. But when you were, it's just funny. You're like, you're just partying, and
you think you're invincible.
You do, and you start getting older, and especially with myself, I have 4 kids, so it's like you have to, like, I don't know, man.
Well, before we get out of here, what would you like to say to the fans?
I mean, thanks for supporting us, being there for us. We do have very loyal fans, and I hope you guys all pick up the new Korn 3 album, because for me, that album is what Korn is. It's the integrity of Korn. I think it's what you all been waiting for, so check it out.